Hi, kings and queens, gentlemen and ladies. This is Refined Rose back with another video. I want to tell you about my own separate property that I sold in the name of love on my part. And this story is for entertainment purposes as usual. It's fictional. All the characters are made up. So I had personal property in the state, separate property in the state that I lived in when I met V's Knot. V's Knot convinced me that I needed to sell that separate property and we need to get property together, and that my own separate property was too far for him to drive to visit me with traffic because it'd take him over an hour. Reason being, it was too far for him to drive to visit me because he was using his dad's car, his brother's car, anybody's car that he can get his hands on. And I was convinced this because he's driving these cars. I never asked, are all these vehicles yours or belong to you? But actually they did not. And they were all raggedy. And they were not going to make it up and down that highway for over a 2-hour trip coming from his location to mine. But I didn't know that at that time. So V's Knot worked on Rose. Or worked on me, because I'll be Rose in this fictional story. So he said, you need to sell that property that's over an hour away from where I stay at, because it's just too far to drive, and it's away from where I need to make my deliveries and where I'm going to open up my own business, and it's just too far. We need to get something of our own. And she's like, no, I kind of want to keep it, but we can still get something together. He didn't like that answer. And plus, we were still new in our relationship after meeting online. After meeting online, he hurriedly started talking about my own separate property by asking me, hey, is this your property, or this is your mom's property, or are you renting this property? Like, how did you come by this property? This is a really nice property. It's off the lake. I really like this. So how did you get it? I said it's my property, not thinking anything of it. I'm thinking he's trying to get to know me. That's what I'm thinking at the time. But no, he's not trying to get to know me. He's trying to learn how to manipulate me. So I told him, I'm like, no, it's my property. I bought a number of properties and I've sold a number of properties. This one I just so happen to keep. And I like it because it's off the lake. So I want to keep it. So he worked on me. So he said, we should look into selling it because we could probably make a lot of money back off the sale of this house with the way the market is now. We'll make some money off this house. It's well taken care of. So I have a realtor that I would like you to talk to. So he hooked me up with this particular realtor. We didn't gel. I say gel, like mesh together. It wasn't smooth conversation. It was seemed like forced conversation. We just didn't gel. We were just two different people. So that didn't work out. So he said, I have somebody else that I know that's a realtor. Let me put you in contact with him about selling this property. So he put me in contact with this particular person and convinced me to sell my own separate property. We were married, but the realtor did not know at this time. He lied to the realtor and told the realtor we were not married. And I found out, I was there when he lied to the realtor, and I gave this realtor a particular look. And I'm assuming the realtor didn't understand this look when he said, Rose and I are not married, but I plan on marrying her one day because I'm tired of everybody trying to take advantage of her. And I'm like, that's weird. Nobody's trying to take advantage of me. I don't know where V's Knot is getting this information from, but okay. So after the realtor left, I told V's Knot, I say, V's Knot, he's going to find out we married because when we buy our next house, it's going to be community property and your name is going to go on the deed, and he's going to be trying to figure out why you lied to him. And he's a good family friend. He's a good friend of the family. He said, well, I'm not worrying about that. He said, when the time get here and he finds out, he just finds out. And I just rolled with the punches. Needless to say, the house sold really, really, really fast because it was off the lake, nice house, older neighborhood established. Everybody was older, pretty much older than I was in that neighborhood. We're talking about 70s. They had grown kids with grandkids, and some of them had great grandkids. So a very nice neighborhood. So I sold that property, didn't know that was a manipulation tactic by Vince Knott to get me to sell that property as a strategic strategy to get me out in the country where I would be isolated from everybody that I knew, even the local restaurants that I would go to. And I knew a lot of people in the local restaurants, and the people that was going to those local restaurants were some of the people that stayed in those neighborhoods. So I had a lot of different contacts. So I ended up selling the property, made a good deal back off the property, and even gave Vincent some money back off the property. And I used some of the proceeds from the sale of the property to upgrade this new property that we got, like putting in plantation shutters, bringing in rocks for where it was high levels of water and dirt. And I got tired of walking through the high levels of water when it would rain out there in the country and all that dirt. So I figured I'd bring in a whole lot of rocks and put it out there to help with that. So I did all that, to fix up the property. I did some other things too. I can't remember like off the top of my head now. So after he knew I was completely isolated, and he would tell me that my family and my friends, they were using me. They really didn't like me. They was keeping me around for whatever their purposes were. And I'm thinking like, this is weird. I didn't pick up on that, but this is what he picked up on. So he said, we kind of just need to stay to ourselves and just work on us out here in the country and fixing up our land out here in the country. So I agreed to it. Once I cut everybody off, friends, family, just completely isolated, didn't have anybody to talk to but his family members. And the abuse started once everybody was already there. It was just subtle. It would be little remarks like to put me down. Oh, you think you did something because you retired early from this job. That ain't nothing. That don't make you anybody. And those remarks were way down on my self-esteem and make me feel like really bad inside, because I don't think I'm no different than anybody else. It was just a job that I was able to successfully retire from early. So the only people I had to talk to was his family members, and I really didn't talk to them because he was around to hear everything. So when stuff escalated with him putting hands on me, he told me if I tried to talk to any of his family members, they were going to side with him. So I felt like I didn't have anybody to go talk to. So I endured a lot of things at that property with nobody to talk to. Well, other than the Most High and my ancestors or my angels. So I'm getting on this video to tell y'all to be careful of individuals that's slowly trying to isolate you, but trying to make it look like it's in the benefit of both of you all, that you all should do this. And they're rushing your decision, not giving you any time to think about it. Like, how's this beneficial to sell my own separate property? Why can't we just both go together and buy another property together and just rent my own separate property out and have some extra money coming in and just put any extra money back on the side in case, repairs need to be done to that property? So be leery of somebody trying to rush you into a decision. And if it don't feel right, it feels rushed, tell a person you need time to think about it. And if they go away, they just go away. Maybe that person is not for you. So don't rush into anything and make people manipulate you and have you stop talking to the people you love, such as family, friends, neighbors, and just change up the whole way you do things. So watch out for those type of people. Those type of people, in my opinion, are manipulators. And they're only out for their own personal gain. They're only out to look out for self. And that's pretty much all I had to say for this particular video. But remember, I was telling y'all that I take different vitamins. I take like fiber. I eat those dates. And I take different stuff to help me with bowel movements, because I have a problem with my bowel movements and feeling bloated. Well, I also take these gummies, which is vitamin C. Vitamin C, it helps with a lot of stuff. The vitamin C help lower, well, it's alleged, let me say alleged, it helps lower the risk of heart disease. It also helps prevent with gout attacks. It also boosts your immunity. My dog is jumping on me, so he's knocking down different stuff. It helps with your memory. As our memory decline with age, it helps with that too, while also helping with controlling our blood pressure. It helps with the risk of chronic diseases. And there's also the CoQ10 that I take, 100 milligrams. And it's good with energy production, cardiovascular health. It's also a great antioxidant to help fight free radicals in the environment, which may damage our cells. This also helps control our blood sugar, and it may also help, believe it or not, reduce our frequency. If you get migraines like I do, it may help to reduce in the number of migraines we get. It's said to improve muscle function and reduce fatigue in people taking statin medications. Like I take statins to help control my blood pressure. And these are all alleged. So just Google benefits of vitamin C, benefits of CoQ10, and just look for yourself what it alleges that this can do for the human body. And maybe it'll help reduce the need of some of these medications, but always first consult with a doctor before taking any vitamins, especially if you're on prescribed medication. This is just only what I do for my health, and it's beneficial for me. Kings and queens, we will talk next time. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, be great, be great, be great, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.